I like that you say like you would still say you're rolling, we're rolling, but you're not rolling film anymore.
What am I rolling then? Digitals? Pixels?
Yeah, I'm rolling pixels.
We're roll. All right.
Rolling.
Well, how about if I roll Coconut Beach?
I hope you turn it off.
I have a problem with that, as we learned last week and the week before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I'm keeping the earbud in
Good.
until
You
I turn off the Coconut Beach.
So you fade it down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't fade it down the last time. I just hit the stop button.
It's Krisha and Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Krisha Brooke.
Thank you for joining us on the third week of our podcast.
Yeah, oh, and today's Monday.
It is
and
Monday.
it's
I'm
the
wearing a
5th.
business shirt. I'm trying to dress professional for Monday.
Me too.
Yep. And it's Charlie's birthday. You don't know Charlie, but I do.
I haven't met Charlie yet. I have met his brothers, have not met his sister, but I have not met Charlie.
Charlie, I talked about Charlie on the podcast already because he's the, well, now the third of the four kids. And he's at the key point when he visited us earlier this summer, where he's pretty good about potty trained and, would only occasionally have an accident.
Right.
And he's the one who ran out of the pool. And then right over there, where the wood gets slippery, that part,
yeah, you got slippery wood.
I do. Only when it's wet. But anyway, he didn't make it all the way into the bathroom, but I didn't care.
Right,
Because-
he didn't potty in your pool.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm proud of you, Charlie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
I was sending a package from I went to the post office. You know, they still have post offices.
They do.
And I went, and there was no line. I go in, I got the care package for Charlie and some other
Siblings.
things. I don't know. I hope. Well, of course, today's the day you should get it, right? Or maybe you got it over the weekend. But there's some Halloween candy in there.
Ooh, don't tell him what he got. Maybe he hasn't
No,
opened it yet.
that's for the family. Oh,
I know,
right.
but maybe he hasn't opened his care
Oh.
package yet.
Yeah, because today. Well, Mom, you can open it because there's stuff in there for everyone in the family. I don't know if we stuck in any flushable wipes, but I don't remember putting any in there. But you know what we did put in?
What?
Were the Anakeesta coasters.
Anakeesta coaster.
Isn't that fun to say?
Anakeesta coaster.
And it isn't like a roll. I mean, it's like they have a
Right.
mountain coaster at Anakeesta,
Right.
but I mean these are drink coasters. And I tried to give them to my daughter Megan and her husband when they were here because we had gone to Anakeesta.
Yes.
And Brian, her husband, and I had a fantastic time with the two older boys because I had Timmy and he took Artie, and we went down the mountain coaster. We didn't see any bears, but we went on the mountain coaster. Or we were waiting for dinner, waiting for our reservation at the restaurant, which ended up being right at sunset.
Oh, that's perfect.
I should show you the
I
pictures.
haven't been up there yet. I want to go to Anakeesta.
Oh,
I work in Gatlinburg, but I haven't been to Anakeesta.
Hello, Leanne.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to check it out yet. My kids have gone with my parents, but I haven't, busy.
Leanne from Anakeesta. You said you were subscribing to the podcast.
So, Anakeesta coasters.
So I got these when I was there for the press event. The cork, the thin cork ones for drinks.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give them to Megan and Brian, and he's like, no, he couldn't take them. I don't know if he felt that he was taking from me or just didn't want to carry them home. So they went in the care package. So now you're stuck with them.
You got the Anakeesta coaster.
As I said to Jerry, I mean, when I'm dead, they're going to have to clear all this stuff out anyway. Why
Right.
not just start sending it to them now?
That is the worst.
So
Like,
my mother started
it's
doing
the
that to me
worst.
several years back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Mom.
Speaking of old,
What is wrong with you?
I think
You
I
mentioned on Friday that you had an injury or a pain or a medicine.
Okay, so I thought that I had an injury like 3 weeks ago. Maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
But I am now thinking that I have arthritis.
It's possible.
Because
Is it living
I
arthritis?
feel like I
or
have tennis elbow,
osteoarthritis.
but it's in my muscle though.
You might have tennis elbow.
But it's my whole forearm muscle. Like feel my awesome muscle like right here. Like
Yeah.
feel where it right?
Yeah.
That's where it hurts.
Well, if you were to put like on the there's a place I don't know, can't find it on yours, but I can show you on mine. If I were to wear my tennis elbowy thing and put pressure not on the vein but like right about here,
Right.
what you're changing is the fulcrum of the muscle, and then usually the pain is though in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it hurts so bad.
Then maybe you have something else that's not arthritis.
But here's what I do with my hand.
You have some kind of job that involves.
At Sweet Fanny Adams Theater, we pull drops for each other.
Okay.
So
Those
every
are
night,
those are set pieces or curtains or
right? It's the backdrop that comes down.
backdrops.
Backdrop.
We've all heard of backdrops.
So there are about 7 or 8 different backdrops, and we we pulled them, like, we're a cast of 5 and we have no crew except up in the booth. So backstage, it's us.
Okay.
And I pull these drops, and they are old, and they are heavy, and they are hand painted, and that's the only thing that I'm doing repetitively. That
do you favor the one arm over the other?
I do, and I noticed that the other night.
Can you switch?
That's what I'm wondering, if I'm just gonna have to, because it's the only repetitive motion that I'm doing right now.
Can you
with this hand?
I mean, they're all on the same side of the stage.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm saying if half of the ropes were on the other side of the stage, you could switch with Tim or Kara and say, "I'm taking stage right or stage left, and you're taking my spot, and I'm gonna."
I'm just gonna have to turn my body and just.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've often, my right hand my fingers get crampy.
Well, now I have stuff. I've got well, you know, somewhere in there, I'm sure we have Tylenol. We have or generic forms of what? Tylenol is what?
Acetaminophen.
Yeah, we got that.
Ibuprofen.
I got that. In fact, just this morning, Jerry's like, "Where? Do you have any upstairs?" Because hers is
sodium.
down. I've got that downstairs. So I got to reorganize it because the naproxen sodium works well for me when I'm out after I've done this yard work and I'm achy.
Stuff.
But when Jerry gets the shimmering lights,
ooh, the migraine.
She's got to take the ibuprofen, I think. Are those the 3? Are there more?
Yes. Well, there's acetaminophen, ibuprofen, naproxen sodium, but then there's aspirin.
Yeah, see, I think we only have the first 3.
Yeah.
And then I've got Asper-Cream.
Biofreeze.
Got that.
I use Tiger Balm when
Don't
my
have
shoulder
that.
goes out. But it's any pain muscular that I have on my body is always on my right side.
Do you go to a chiropractor?
No.
Okay. I do, but then again, I may have to stop when when I'm running out of money.
I don't.
You know, our chiropractor could sponsor this show.
Our chiropractor. Hey, he's given us business advice. He should sponsor.
Yeah, I told him. I actually on his phone. I subscribed to the podcast for him.
I might actually still owe them money from a long time ago. So I'm
same
sorry
ones?
if I do. I think.
I don't know. Well, we'll work on
Is
that
it a
later.
fruit?
Maybe.
Okay.
They're the best.
Banana. Yes.
Anyhow,
anyway.
that's a good idea. But I love going there, and I go for maintenance because.
Are we back to your manhole?
No.
I'm sorry. I snotted. I laughed and I snotted.
Do you remember the time we competed against each other in Host with the Most?
Yes.
And I told the story of how I was so hunched over in pain that they had to get 2 therapists to simultaneously pound my psoas, which is, you might want to just Google it because I can't. I mean, I if I showed you, I might lose viewers because it's this.
Just Google psoas muscle.
It goes up along your pelvis,
right?
I mean, and to the back. It basically goes.
It wraps around. It's intense.
So the part they pound on is the part where it is the most sensitive area.
Which is, for me, ticklish.
Yes, so you have to get over that because then the ticklish part stops pretty quickly because of the intense pain.
Right.
So, but
as most things,
when they stop and when they have got the psoas to relax because it's all clenched, then I could stand upright again. And so I swear by this chiropractor because they've saved me from that. That's happened to me twice in about 7 years apart.
You and I have the same back problems with the psoas and
so you find your back hurts, but they pound your front, and you're cured. So so I go for maintenance to get all my crickety cracks
and
pounded
and your
my neck turned and my this that and the other thing.
That feels good.
Yeah, but so I like to go, but that's what you need. We need to get you into the chiropractor.
I'm getting old enough now to where...
You're saying it's an old thing?
No, I'm just saying I'm getting old enough now to where these things are more common in my body.
Yeah.
That I
aches and
dance.
pains.
I danced for 17 years. I am on stage. I wear heels every night. I run.
You're 40.
I'm 40 and a half.
You know, I got to admit that I guess I did probably start going to a chiropractor in that age range. I was living in California. And I had tennis elbow. And my tennis coach said, you need to go to this guy, the chiropractor in Burbank. And I started going. I'm like, ooh, Ooh,
Yeah.
And you know Ed Goff? Remember I mentioned Ed Goff, my friend in the Bronx who used to send him the cassette tapes? His dad was a chiropractor.
I like that your dance.
I'm not supposed to dance.
You're dancing for a chiropractor. You're like a chiropractor.
Get on that. Yeah. 'Cause I got all the
But
bit-
you can do that because you go to a chiropractor.
Yes, people think I'm spry for my age. So,
Yeah.
speaking of bones,
Bone zones. Don't forget the S.
you know, the chiropractor is about the relationship between your bones and your muscles and your nerves. And bonezones.com is really just about your decayed bones.
It is just. It's about. I mean, it's your decayed body and your bones.
You know, I do work for Bone Zones, obviously. I mentioned this before. And when you go to a live appearance, which there are none just yet, but at bonezones.com, don't forget the S, we'll have upcoming appearances once we book them. You know, we're thinking maybe like February Rose Glen Literary Festival is kind of the one that we're thinking about
cool.
is the next one. Maybe, I hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray. But one of the cool things about Bone Zones is the business cards are in this unusual business card holder. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it is?
No.
Well,
Is it a
I
hand?
should. You see on that shelf over there? I should have brought it closer.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
It looks like a mandible.
Should I go get it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get it for
Go
show
get
and
it.
tell. You can explain the things you can buy at bonezones.com, and I'll scroll through the website.
You can buy all sorts of things at bonezones.com. You can get all of Bill Bass / Jefferson Bass books. You can get Bone Zones t-shirts. I was perusing their website the other day because I was looking to see if they had hats. I
They
like
do.
hats.
They got the orange hat that
Yes.
says Bill Bass Groupie, and another one. So this one, this one I'm not really sure. We don't really use that so much. Sorry. But this part, we would put the business cards in here.
Right.
Does it mean anything to you? Because there's a tag, an identifying tag on it. That you
Right,
can
and I'm
read.
trying not to look at it.
Does it remind you of anything at all?
It's not here.
Well, you're so close.
but it's,
so
it's,
close.
It's got to be a hinge. It's
Yep.
a hinge
So
joint.
just go lower.
Your knee?
Boom.
But it's like this? No, like this. Yeah.
Well, it depends. One end hammers into. Well, there's parts here that are missing because they've melted away.
right.
So one end hammers into your femur,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
here we
other
are.
end
There it is.
hammers into your tibia or your fibia. I said that wrong.
That's
Tibia or
cool.
fibula. Sorry, Dr. Bass. Anyhow, so what this is, as you can read,
Yeah, because it's got to
it
be.
says knee joint prosthetic device. Obtained
Whoa.
May 22nd, 2010. So I've had this for 10
All right.
years. And you can see where I got it, if you want, from East Tennessee Cremation Company, Maryville, Tennessee, signed by Helen.
Because this came out of a person.
Yeah,
And that's why it's ashy.
yeah. And, oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I thought I had washed all that off.
No, you literally have person on you now. I mean, I don't know who. It doesn't
Well, no, it's
frighten me,
anonymous. It's anonymous.
but
I have to
thank
wash
you.
my hands now.
Well, you should probably. Yeah, go ahead.
It's all right.
We'll finish up. Here,
No, I'll
just
just-
use my pants.
No. I'll
Okay.
just dump some water.
Bonezones.com. You can find
You
out
can't
all of
buy the joints.
No.
That was a souvenir when I ended up giving a tour of the crematory myself because Helen was busy, and I knew enough to give
Oh, no. Don't
give
wipe
the
it.
tour. All right.
Oh gosh. This is a cluster.
They say when you get the ashes wet that they
No,
what?
that's like not.
This has sat outdoors for 10 years.
Okay, but it's still
probably
no,
not ash.
No,
it's probably
it's definitely
dirt.
okay. Detritus.
It's probably dirt.
So
I don't bring it in the house.
Bonezones.com. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired.
You know, we were talking about body parts and the chiropractor.
Yeah.
So that ties into the mysterious package that I received.
Frank's mysterious package.
Well, there's two things about packages. When I went to the chiropractor recently, I wanted to get, you always want to have your best underwear on,
Oh yeah.
just in case they see it. I mean, my pants stay on during chiropractic.
We went through
but-
my purse the other day. I'm always carrying an extra pair.
So I bought some new underwear at the warehouse club at Sam's, and I should have saved that package because it irks me that it says right on there, resealable package. Okay? It bothers the heck out of me.
First of all, why do you need a resealable package for your underpants?
And why are half of the packages of underpants in the bin at Sam's Club and Walmart and every other store opened, ripped open. It's a sealed, hermetically sealed package that someone has ripped open and then used the little Ziploc-y thing to reseal. I will not buy those underwear. Ever. Ever. Throw them out. Don't put them back on the shelf. Who is opening the 8-pack of underwear? Excuse me? You need to sit up straight. Because tomorrow I'm giving you the lecture that I give to the kids on Scholars Bowl about sitting up straight. Which basically that's the whole lecture.
Okay.
But what?
Okay. First of all, you can't really return underpants because nobody's going to buy them.
No.
Have you ever seen them repackaged at Walmart? Okay.
You can't return underwear. I don't
here's the
think you
thing.
can return bathing suits, can you?
You can return bathing suits
Oh, 'cause you're supposed
as long as they have the sanitary protective paper in there. Anywho. Okay. So I think we've talked about this previously, but I have categories of underpants. I have sleep-in underpants, I have day underpants, and I have frilly underpants.
Okay, I have one category of underpants. It's the ones that I wear.
And hopefully someone will comment, send us an email, send us a tweet if you
I guess I have the ones that have holes in them that I should throw away, but I'm stretching on too longer. But that's why I went and bought a new package, so I would have hole-free underwear to wear to the chiropractor.
So at night when I go sleep, I like to be contained, right? And I'm not trying to show off for anybody.
So you have sleeping pants.
So I have my sleeping underpants.
Yeah, we did this in the old podcast.
We
maybe?
did.
Yeah,
And
all right.
these are
That's
cotton,
okay. You wouldn't know.
Right. They're cotton, they're breathable, and they're cozy, right? I don't care what they look like.
Are they weighted? Like your weighted blanket?
They're not weighted.
You should get weighted
But then
underwear.
you have the other category, which is like my day underpants, and that's
Your
typically
normal-
like cotton thongs.
Are those the ones
Just
that
for
were
real.
in your purse at the Beard and Beer Market?
Correct.
Those are day
Correct.
panties.
Those
Okay.
are day, but then you've got like your night, and it's not so much anymore, because but they're.
But what about performing panties when you're on stage?
Those are same as day because they're breathable, they're comfortable.
They got work to do.
They are working.
They've got work to do.
So anyway, I
So
have
you
gotten
opened the
in the
package.
past. I would never do this with because if you go to the lady store, if you go to the Victoria's Secret, or you go to Target and buy
I'm literally at Sam's Club. There are nuts over here and underwears over here.
But if you if there's bins for women that are just like Lacey's, just pick one out, so they're out exposed to the elements. But if you go to buy, let's say, a pack,
yeah, that's what I'm buying.
right?
8.
The sizing, depending on if you're buying Hanes or Fruit of the Loom or Walmart brand or whatever, is different. So
That's
how
why I
do
always buy the same exact kind, so that I don't have.
Sometimes they stop making the kind that you like.
We
I'm
talked
looking
about,
at you.
That's like my shoes.
Right.
I hate it when that happens.
So you need to know, you need to feel the material, or you need to see the size. Is my booty gonna fit in this, or is it gonna dangle? Because you don't want dangly. If you buy the wrong size.
Didn't you tell me once in that previous episode on our old podcast that your friend Jen backstage has to make sure that you're not dangling before you go on stage? She has to give you the once over to but you check each other out to make sure that you're all contained. All your bits and pieces
we all
are
check each other.
pushed into the right push-ups and
push outs and squishes in.
You don't want to have any a dangling cheek or anything.
Right, because some of the costumes I wear are very skimpy.
Skimpy.
Very skimpy.
Skimpy.
So, yeah, but yes, I open
The package.
I have before
To compare them to what?
to just hold him up and see.
And you can tell.
Right. So I'm sorry I didn't open the men's, but
Well, somebody is.
somebody
Clearly somebody does. I mean,
Right.
it's at Kohl's too, by the way. I wanted to buy underwear at Kohl's.
Mm-hmm.
And there were 0 sealed packages left. Every single one had been torn open, and I thought, I cannot buy these.
Why not just wash them? Because if I go to Victoria's Secret and I go to the extra small bin, they're just out there in the open and people are rifling through them.
Right now, my sisters, if you're watching, are screaming at their Roku TV or whatever it is you use to watch your YouTube. Mm-hmm. I am the person who wouldn't buy the top newspaper from the pile.
I don't do that either.
Okay, what's the difference? It's the same thing.
Do you buy shirts that are hanging on a hanger at Kohl's? Do you buy them in plastic? Do you buy your shirts wrapped in plastic? Your pants wrapped in plastic?
Generally not. No, because you try them on.
Right. So how many other people do you think have tried on those pants that you're trying on? What's the difference in underpants?
I go to the middle of the pile and look for the ones that have been folded.
Still, what's the difference? Somebody's touched them. I guarantee you nobody's trying on underpants. Well, I don't guarantee you, but I'm fairly certain nobody's trying on underpants in the middle of the Sam's.
Someone has done it.
I'm sure someone has.
You see the strangest things.
But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna buy some blue jeans from the Kohl's,
and someone else has likely tried them.
Someone else has touched them or tried them on. What is the difference? Because you're gonna wash it before you wear it anyway.
Well, that's why once you find your size, once you know your proper, neck
fit.
measurements, that you can get a tie, you can button, and you can get a necktie on there,
right.
and you don't look terrible. That's why you start buying them on Amazon. Same brand, same measurements.
I am down with that now.
Right. Speaking of buying on Amazon, I maybe save this.
Are you gonna save it?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
What is it? Today's Monday.
Yeah, somewhere in the Monday shirt.
Monday. I'm gonna sneeze, and it's gonna be fine.
Charlie's birthday.
Yeah.
So I get this package in the mail. Are you allergic to this?
I might be allergic to the.
It's from China.
I might be allergic to the person that we touched.
The knee joint.
A little while ago.
See how this has been sent to me from China. So when this comes in the mail, what do you think?
It's addressed to you.
Right, but you know what I thought it was? I thought I'd gotten the seeds, the mystery seeds from China.
This feels very weird in here.
But that's when I thought, aha! I did order that.
You did order this.
Yes, because look at it. It looks weird. It looks mysterious.
It's China Post, small packet by air, addressed to you
and
at
I wasn't
your address.
expecting anything, because when I ordered these devices, these things,
I itched and I touched the China Post, but I'm sure we're fine.
All right. When I ordered this mystery package from I didn't know it was coming from China. I just bought it on Amazon.com. It said it would arrive November 5th, so a month from today. So I got 2 of these. Look at these. These are silicone.
What is it?
What?
What is it?
That, my friend, is a toe separator.
Why?
Well, because I went to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor sold me a toe separator for like $10 or whatever it cost. I don't know, $6, whatever it was. It just goes on your bill. I want to
chew on it.
And I wore it faithfully, and it helped my arthritis in my toe.
Okay, but do you wear it like while you're wearing shoes and stuff?
Socks, usually we wear it with socks, so you don't lose it, so it doesn't fall out.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, do you wear it as you're walking around during the day?
Yes.
Oh.
You slide it in between. You can
like, show me on my hand, like, let's say my fingers or toes.
You would for me, my big toe was starting to. It was starting to bend over this way, and the arthritis was getting in here.
Oh yeah.
All right.
On that little knobby knob.
Yeah. So he says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to force your toe to grow straight by putting a toe separator in there, and it closes up the joint, and I have less arthritis, and it's been wonderful. Except I have worn this toe separator down to an unrecognizable. It looks like that knee joint, that dark. It's got sock lint on it. It's got, and you sleep with it. My friend Jenny, the ballerina, my ballet wife, she says, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to wear a toe separator, but she always wears open-toed, nice shoes. She doesn't want to be." I said, "Well, silly. Put on socks and sleep with the thing. It will hurt. It hurts when you first wear it. It's like wearing braces."
Oh wow, okay.
But it's correcting your toe.
It makes my arthritic foot hurt.
I thought, why do I want to pay $6, $8, $10? So sorry, doctor, but why do I want to pay $6, $8, $10 for one of these when I can look on Amazon and see how much maybe I can get them for cheaper? And they had some that were $6, $8, $10. Would you want to maybe take a gander as to how much these Chinese toe separators cost me?
$2.63.
That is twice as much as I paid.
Wow.
It was about $1.20-ish for both of them. So I paid about 60 cents each for these. And it said, when I ordered them, that they would come 4 months later. And I thought, oh, well, that was why. But they arrived 2 months early. Almost 2 months early. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they're kind of neat.
Yeah.
They're very, like,
that's why I got 2.
It's like a fidget spinner, because you have 2 feet.
Yeah. I've never worn 2. I've only worn the 1. But I thought maybe I'll just try. I could put 1, and then I got 1 to save for when this one gets beat up. What? They're 60 cents. Why wouldn't you not buy 2?
I don't know.
All the way from the other side of the world.
I mean, they were loose in that package, so they weren't wrapped in plastic, so I wouldn't...
Actually, they were. They came in one of the,
okay.
one of those little tiny little Ziploc bags that,
Just saying.
yeah.
You're going to put that near your feet after somebody else touched it? I touched it.
Okay.
4 months later. Like if I licked it.
The Clorox wipes were back in stock.
Were they?
At Sam's, and the lady checking us out,
were they wrapped in plastic?
Checking the receipts, yes, said, "Oh, everyone's buying Clorox wipes today," and I did not have any. I did not buy any. And Jerry said, "Don't worry, we still have some somewhere." So I
feel like we need to wrap this show in plastic.
I'm going to wrap this in Clorox wipes, and we're going to wrap this show
right now.
Look at me. I mean, a water stain.
Krisha and Frank, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find us on YouTube, Krisha and Frank Show.
No, just Krisha and Frank.
Just Krisha and Frank.
It's everything's Krisha and Frank.
Krisha and Frank.
Gmail.com. All the things.
Yeah.
Thank you to bonezones.com for sponsoring this episode. You can sponsor us too. Sorry we ran long, but it's Monday and we had a lot of catching up.
We did.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.